His website offered to match cash-strapped female students with rich men who would pay their university fees. Last year, this programme revealed that Mark Lancaster, a computer consultant for the government, had set up the fictitious site so that he could have sex with young women. The police discovered he'd also been using secret cameras. Today, he pleaded guilty to voyeurism and trafficking. Morland Sanders has this report.
Mark Lancaster, desperately trying to conceal his identity as he walked into court this morning. At least he knew he was being filmed, unlike those he tricked into appearing in his secret footage. Lancaster had an expertise in IT and an interest in young women. He combined the two when he devised sponsorascholar.co.uk. It lured undergraduates with the promise of a debt-free education if they agreed to a level of intimacy with their sponsors. With £14,000 worth of debt, law student Lucy went along for an interview with sponsorascholar.co.uk.
He said, "It's time now for the practical." Then he started kissing me before I had time to think about it or ask any questions. He started undressing me and I just didn't know what to do. So I just froze and went along with what he was doing.
Reluctantly, Lucy had sex with the man.
But at that point, nobody knew who the man was, or indeed what he was up to. So we devised a sting, and it was a sting that would lead here to Southwark Crown Court.
It was Lancaster's chosen technology that would lead to his downfall. Last year, we sent our covert reporter with our hidden camera to film him. A couple of doors down, we were keeping watch.
Can I ask your bust size?
Come back to that one. Okay. Come back to that one.
And can I ask if they're natural or enhanced?
Come back to that one.
Okay.
After making it clear our reporter would get cash for her studies in return for being sexually intimate with sponsors, Lancaster told her the interview would involve dressing up and having her photo taken.
And then after the photographs, the last part.
So that's the practical assessment. As a sort of quality control, what we do is we explore the things that you've said you're happy to do on the sheet. So you and I explore those.
On this occasion, Mark Lancaster did not get what he was after. In fact, he was invited to take part in another interview, this time down at a police station. He was arrested after our report aired. There was no escort agency, there were no sponsors, there was no money.
Mark Lancaster is very calculated. He planned this. He then duped young women who were vulnerable. They were going to university. They were looking for means of paying their fees. And then when he was interviewed, he made no comment to the officers. He believed that he was allowed to do this. So I think he was a very callous individual who preyed on the vulnerabilities of these young women.
The police found evidence that Mark Lancaster had filmed himself having sex with Lucy. Today he pleaded guilty to voyeurism and trafficking. He will be sentenced at a later date, with the judge saying that a prison term is highly likely.